Welcome to this video. And today we are going to discuss a very important topic that is 5 rules for an effective clarity call, discovery call, breakthrough session for a life coach. Now, this is usually the very first thing new life coaches would want to learn. And it is the thing that experienced or struggling life coaches who have been in this field for some time do want to improve or learn more. So if you're a new coach, this is the place to be. You would learn in the next 10, 15, 20 minutes how to conduct a sales call, clarity call. If you are already a coach, this video, this session is there to help you revise all the concepts. Okay. So if you're joining in late or if you're watching this as a recording, just type in hello so I know that you joined, and type in where you are from. So let's dive directly into it. First of all, is it clarity call, discovery call? Is it a strategy session? Is it a breakthrough session? What is it? What is the purpose of this call? Or is it like a pure sales call? Okay, so the very first thing is define what's the purpose. I initially began with clarity calls, and it was because people would get clarity after working with me in that 1 hour. And now for the last maybe few months I have turned it to breakthrough session, and I write it in a very clear manner in the description that I'm inviting you to experience the power of coaching. So what I do in that 1 hour is I offer them an experience of coaching, of what it looks like to work with me. And I tell them by the end of this call, um, if we are a good fit, I may offer them some possibilities. We may explore the possibility of working together, or we may not. A lot of times people are not a great fit to work with me, so I tell them, like, maybe I said I can suggest you xyz things and you can go with that. All right, so the very first thing, set the expectations. What will they get if they book a call with you? All right, so that's number one. Number two, this is one of the reasons why coaching is a very impactful activity. Coaching is a very uh, deeply impactful activity, because as a coach, our job is to make them feel seen, heard, and understood. These three things: seen, heard, and understood. So make them feel seen. Literally tell them, I see you, I understand you, I hear you. Develop empathy in your call. It must be really tough what you're struggling with. So you're struggling with your business right now, it must be really tough. Are you struggling with your emotions right now? I cannot even imagine how tough it could be. I know I've been there. I remember the first time I got anxiety. Introduce empathy in your call. Make them feel seen, heard, and understood. We don't get that in normal life. Lots and lots of people feel unheard, unseen, and misunderstood. Like nobody see them, nobody hear them, nobody feels or understands what they are going through. So that's a very important thing. I'm not talking about whether they will convert as a client or not. That's a separate topic for today. But the purpose of any discovery call, strategy sessions, even a typical sales call, is to make your prospect feel seen, heard, and understood. Ask them, um, I'm not understanding you. Can you elaborate on that? I really want to understand you. If at some point you feel that you're not understanding them correctly, ask them, how can I understand this better? Can you give me some examples? Can you elaborate on this point? Make them feel seen, heard, and understood. Okay. So thank you so much for whoever is joining in. I really appreciate you coming here. Just give me one moment. Let me see if it, yeah. Okay. Now, third point, coach them, serve them. Okay. By that, what I mean is challenge what their thinking is. So right now you're able to see my book stand, the Buddha and the plant on that bookshelf. You can see the sofa on this direction. You can see a window there. You don't know that window is kind of a dead end. Like there's a wall like 1 foot from that window. You cannot see that there is a room, my bedroom here. You cannot see that just half a meter from here, it's the entrance of where I live. Okay, you can only see it this way. That's how humans work. We can only look at this horizon. And when somebody with empathy, with training, with a good heart comes and challenge their thinking, they're pushed to look here, to look there, to look above, to look beyond their normal regular horizon. So challenge their thinking. Ask them, define money. What do you think? What is money? Or more money will make people dash. What do you think? What does more money will make people? And you'll see some people will say more money will make people evil. More money will make people greedy. More money will make people lazy. So ask them, why do you feel that way? I don't see that. From what I have seen, um, when Ratan Tata got lots of money, or when Bill Gates got a lot of money, he did so much good in the world, right? So challenge their thinking. If they say X is true, tell them, don't you think Y can also be true? Challenge their thinking. Offer them mindset shifts. Okay. And show up with love, especially when you're in coaching. Show up with the intensity, with the intention of love and service. Make them feel loved. Offer them an experience of what love can feel like in this one session, right? Um, the fourth point, here's a job for you. A sales call, a clarity call is not for a coach to beg a client, please come work with me. No, it's not to push, work with me, work with me, work with me, or you'll not succeed. No, it's not that. It's an invitation, it's an audition. A lot of clients would be 7 by 10 ready, would be 6 by 10. Differentiate 7 by 10 clients from 9 by 10 or 10 by 10 clients. Ask them on a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being I'm ready right now versus 1 being I might be ready 6 months from now. How ready are you to make a change? How committed are you to make this change? Anybody who's a 7 or 6 or even 8, let them go. Tell them it's not the right time to work together. Go read a book, go buy a course, go watch a few YouTube videos, try meditation, try this, try that. Let's have a conversation again. July 2020, a person came to me. I actually wrote about it a few days ago only. He and I had a chat on Instagram, and I asked him this question on a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being I'm ready right now. How ready are you to work with me? And he said, like, how ready are you to make this change? And he said, I think I'm 7 or 7.5. And I said, I don't think this is the right time for us to work together. But here are 3 things you can do. So I'm not, just pushing them away. Instead, I am redirecting them to something else. So I said, here are 3 things I think you need to do right now before we have a conversation about working together. Okay. And guess what? He did those 3 things and so much more. And he came back 1 year later and we had another call. And the next time we were on a call after 1 year from that incident, July 2021, he was ready this time. And by the end of the call, I made him an offer. Let's work together. And we ended up working together. If I had said no, yes to him a year earlier than that, it would be wrong for both of us. He was not ready. He didn't need coaching back then. He needed some self work first. All right. So build up qualifying points. What are the qualifying points to work with you? Now, this is not for new coaches. As a new coach, please work with as many people as you can, even the wrong ones. Work with them, get some experience of what it feels like to work with a wrong person. Like wrong person as in wrong fit, not a wrong person. I don't believe there is a wrong person. uh, but how does it feel to work with someone who is not a good fit working with you? Okay. So fourth point is ask how committed are they. Differentiate between 7 by 10 and 9 by 10 committed people. Now, the fifth one, and a very scary one. This is the point where most of coaches start, feeling a little bit something inside of their heart. The fifth one is pitch them your services with confidence, with natural confidence, with as an invitation, not as in buy this or you are dead, buy this or you will fail. No, please don't do that. Please, please, an invitation. Please don't do that. Rather, invite them. And here's a line I usually use. Here are a couple of lines. Um, so, would you want to? Let me think. Would you like to explore the possibility of working with me? Or would you want to know how I work with my clients? Would you want to know what it takes to work with me? Would you want to explore the possibility of working with me? Okay. And you don't have to pitch to everyone. Okay. You have spent, 30 minutes, 1 hour, whatever, with a prospect. So you will also know if you want to work with this person. And a lot of times you may say that, thank you so much for showing up on call. Let's keep in touch. Maybe in future we can work sometime. You do not have to make an offer every time somebody gets on a call with you. Okay. When you do make an offer, be neutral with the offer. Do not be needy. Do not be pushy. Do not be desperate. It's the same with uh, dating. Do not be needy. Do not be pushy. Do not be desperate. So here's what it takes to work with me. For a 6 month package, it's 1 lakh rupees, 50,000 rupees, 3 lakh rupees, whatever it is. And we have 18 sessions, we have unlimited coaching, we have 10 sessions, and we can start within next week. Okay. Or if you have 3 packages, so here's how I work with my clients. I have 2 packages, either a 7 week 7 session package or a 4 session package. A 7 session package has a maximum validity of 3 months, and a 4 session package has a maximum validity of 2 months. Okay, we can have sessions with a gap of minimum 7 days. And the 7 session package, um, it is for 10,000 rupees, 30,000 rupees, whatever the prices you're charging. The 4 session package is for 10,000 rupees, 5,000 rupees. Let me not confuse you. Let me give you a real pitch. So, yeah, thank you so much for sharing this with me. Would you want to know how I work with my clients? The prospect will most of the times will say yes. Yeah, sure. Okay, so I have 2 packages. One is 2 month and 5 sessions. The other one is 1 month, 3 sessions. So the 2 month package is for 20,000 rupees, and the 1 month package is for 11,000 rupees. And ask them, what are you more inclined towards? Okay, remember your prices like you remember your phone number or you remember your address. Remember your prices like that. Like um, if somebody wakes you up in the middle of the night and asks you how much you charge, what it takes to work with you, you know how much it takes to work with you. All right. Now, here's the bonus point. Ask them at the end of the call, what are you more inclined towards? And hypothetically, if you say no, what could be the reason? This will, so if they say, I need a 1 week, so ask them, all right, if you were to say no, what could be the reason? And they will come up with the sales objections they have. So these are called sales objections. They'll come up with the resistances they have. I don't have money, I don't have time, I don't think it will work for me, I don't trust me, I don't trust you, whatever it is for them. And that's your moment to help them navigate that resistance. Sorry. This is your opportunity to help them navigate that resistance. Okay. So ask them, ask. I told the second point was make them feel heard, right? In your sales call, in your uh, clarity call, breakthrough session, 80% of the time let the client speak. It's a thumb rule. It doesn't have to be exact 80%. It could be 50%. Sometimes it could be 90% sometimes. But 80% of the time, let the client speak. Ask deeper questions. Ask even really surface level questions. Ask them, if you were to say no, what do you think? Let's be honest. What do you think would be the reason you would say no to this? Help them with the objections. There are so many different ways on how you can handle the objections. And one point I would want to mention, this sales that you are doing, the pitching the offer and everything related to that, I have recorded another live session on the sales mindset for life coaches. And it's a very, very important thing to go through. It's a very important training to go through. Okay. So we learn how to come from a place of service and love. Okay. One important point, it's totally okay if your clients say no, if your prospects say no to you, or if they don't reply. That is very common. Make sure that you follow up after the clarity call, after 3 days, or after 1 week, or after 1 month. Follow up with them. How are you doing? Not to pitch, but with curiosity, as a friend, as a as an acquaintance, as a somebody from network. All right. So this is it for. Okay, wait. I cut the last point in the middle of it. Follow up with them. Okay. How are you doing? Just simple like that. A lot of people will come to you if you have served them enough, if you have made them feel understood, heard, and seen, if you have shown how you can help them. Most people will come after 1 week, after 1 month, after 3 months, after 6 months. I've seen that happening so many times. A normal customer cycle from when they first contact you to when they finally buy from you can be anywhere from 1 day, 1 week to 3 months or 6 months as well, depending on the kind of person they are, the kind of call you had, the kind of follow-ups you make. But the money is in follow-ups. Make sure you remember that. Follow up with your client, build a relationship. Even if they don't work with you, that's totally fine. Maybe you two work together 2 years later in some different nature, with some different capacity, under different circumstances. You never know, right? So a customer cycle can be anywhere from 1 day, 1 week to 3 months, 6 months. Be patient. All right. And always remember that you are here because you want to serve. I'm here for a few minutes. If you have any questions, if you're watching live or as a recording, put down in comments and I'll try my best to reply. Okay. Now I'm going to drop a link in the description to have a breakthrough session with me. I invite you to experience the power of coaching. Number one mistake a lot of struggling coaches make is not have their own coach. I have made that mistake in the past. I don't want you to repeat that mistake. So experience the power of coaching. Explore the possibility. Okay. I'm gonna drop a link. Fill the form, and I'll respond to you on email. Thank you so much for showing up. I really appreciate your presence here. I'll see you soon in the next live session. Bye bye.